Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I am Adina. For those of you who don't know, now you know. And this reading is one that I actually did last night to myself while I was in bed, not being able to sleep. And I thought I should do this reading for my channel. And so today we will be reading on Jamie Foxx. I've seen a lot of people discuss his situation since it's happened, and I actually read it when it first came out. I don't know why I don't do these things on my channel. I'm reading all the time. I look into things all the time. I guess it's just a matter of finding the time, because when I usually read, I'm in bed at night, right before I go to sleep, just because I've been so busy throughout the day. So I read this before, and I saw before they discussed what actually happened to him, I saw it was a stroke or an aneurysm. One of the two. And then it came out that it was like a stroke or something like that. And then I left it alone. And last night I just randomly decided to check in and see what the energy was surrounding that situation, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. So without further ado, I am going to do a quick little reading on Jamie Foxx and the energy surrounding him. Please keep in mind that this is for entertainment purposes only. Everything said in this video is my opinion. It is story time. Please be entertained. All right. Spirit, what is the energy surrounding Jamie Foxx, please? What is the energy surrounding Jamie Foxx? What is the energy surrounding Jamie Foxx? It's so weird doing this when I already know what the energy is surrounding Jamie Foxx, but that's just one angle of his situation that I was able to tap into last night. Who knows what I'll see right now? What is the energy surrounding Jamie Foxx? Page of Pentacles in reverse. What's on the bottom? All right. May I have another card? The Magician. And one more card, please. One more card, please. One more card for the energy surrounding Jamie Foxx currently right now. One more card, please. All right. Jamie Foxx, this is what I got last night. A Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician, the Sun in reverse, and then on the bottom, the Fool. Jamie Foxx has something in my spirit last night when I saw this, because this is a part of what came out last night. Jamie Foxx has something that people around him can't find. They don't know where it is, but he has something that he recorded, that he did himself. He took himself. Jamie Foxx has a tape, or Jamie Foxx has a tape that he has hiding somewhere, and people have been unsuccessful in locating it, but it is of very much importance, because it is my belief that there is someone on that tape that is much, much, much higher profile than Jamie Foxx. Probably quite a few people on that tape doing something that they don't want to be seen doing. Clarify the Page of Pentacles in reverse, please. The Fool card. Someone in that tape or people in that tape took part in activities that were on the energy of being carefree. What comes to mind is whatever was done on this tape got them into partaking in the activities on this tape with this group of people could launch your career. It could help you. It's okay, say for instance you were a nobody before, and then you went to one of Jamie Foxx's infamous parties that everybody speaks about but nobody speaks about back in the day, and you partook in whatever activity that the party group was partaking in, and it was something that is risque, but if you did it, it could change your life, because the people also that were there with you partaking in those activities that are gatekeepers into the higher echelon of the industry that they're in now consider you one of them. And so they open up doors of opportunities for you because they know that you're down with the get down. They know that they can trust you now because you did the same things that they did. That is what is on this tape. It's some activities that are risque, but they allow you to enter into this world that you'd never experienced before. And if you choose, on the bottom of the deck, if you choose not to participate in those activities and walk away, you face obstacles in your career. But you don't really regret it, because you're able to live with yourself. Clarify the Magician card for me, please. The Empress. This came up last night too, and when I got this, I was like, Jamie Foxx isn't married. But I was like, he has a daughter. He has, one of them is a little bit more well known than the other one. So I thought, well, who are his baby mamas? And one of his baby mamas. Okay, so I didn't see anything about the other one. I wanted to know who the mother of I think her name is Corinne, who Corinne's mother is. And nobody knows much about her. Even if you Google her, it will say not much is known about her. She's ex-military, which always sticks out in my mind because I worked for a military-based company for a very long time. Pretty much my whole family has. We worked for a defense contractor for a very long time. And I know how even after a person is no longer in active duty, they could still have ties or affiliations business-wise behind the scenes with military complex, defense, political, things like that, things that they get involved in while they're in the military. Even after they finish active duty, they could be approached for another assignment that's not directly involved with the military, but it's still secret. And I think that is why not a lot is known or spoken about Jamie Foxx's first baby's mother. But whoever is looking for, I think this tape is a woman, and she's a powerful woman. And I don't know if this is one of the mothers of his children. Let's see. Who is this Empress? Who is this Empress? Spirit, give me a card. Tell me who this Empress is. The Tower. This is somebody at the top. This is a very, 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 very this is a very, very, very powerful woman who wants this tape found. If she was implicated in anything in this tape, it would topple a foundation, a very strong and well-known foundation. This tower can be seen above the clouds. So this is a very high-ranking, very well-known establishment, institution, industry that this woman is involved in, and the world would know her. The world would be able to identify her. The world would, it's like when Beyonce dropped self-titled surprise album, World Stop. It broke the internet. Everybody remembers where they were when Beyonce dropped that album. This is the effect that it would have if it came out that this woman was in this tape. She is very successful and has a lot to be worried about. Talk to me about the Tower. I'm just going to go down this rabbit hole. Listen, like I said, this lady, it's like even the people that know she was there, that were there, or that, are close enough to that circle, know she was there, but they don't even talk about it. Okay. Why is the sun in reverse here? Yeah, they can't find it. Like I mentioned, they can't find it. Nine of Pentacles, but they're trying to, because of this woman. And I almost think that Jamie Foxx's daughter is standing in the way of their attempts to get close to her father or get close to his house, his things, his stuff. She isn't letting them get near him. That is why she's been so quiet, so hush, so aggressive when it comes to speaking up on behalf of her father when the media and the public say one thing. Spirit, what condition is Jamie Foxx in currently? What condition is his health in currently? Six of Wands. Now, yesterday, I got a card that told me something else. Okay. Clarify the Six of Wands for me, please, before I speak. All right. His family is saying that he is improving. But because this Four of Wands is in reverse, I don't necessarily think that that is the truth. Even the horse gives this person a side eye. Even the horse is just like, sure he is. I don't believe that Jamie Foxx's health is improving like they said. And this Queen of Wands comes up often too. There are women around Jamie Foxx right now. Besides his daughter, there's more than one woman. It seems as though, because yesterday I kept pulling King and Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Wands, and here they are together on the bottom of the deck again, only separated by the Two of Wands in reverse. So this King and Queen of Wands, they know the real truth. They know the real situation, other than what's being spoken, and they know the real obstacles that Jamie Foxx is facing. But for some reason, the man that's involved can't speak out. He can't even really be involved publicly, but the woman can. And she has been she was sent there when he had his stroke aneurysm. Was Jamie Foxx at home in bed when this happened? Does anybody know where he was when this happened? Whatever the case, she was sent there when it happened. For what reason? I'm not sure yet. But she was sent there with a mission. Talk to me about this Four of Wands in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Emperor in reverse. the family is saying something that's not true about Jamie Foxx's health. They don't want people around him. And I would like to say that the children feel like the industry would like him dead. And I think that he is no longer, he's in a rehab facility, so they say. I think that the daughters or the family, his family had him moved from wherever he was because something that they lied about in regarding to his condition. I would like to say, based on what I see, is that they kind of wrote him off. They kind of were like, yeah, he's gone. He's dead. There's nothing else we can do. And the family felt like, yes, the fuck there is. You guys, you know, you didn't even really do anything. And to them, when the reports started coming out from sources outside of themselves, and when certain people start showing up and certain conversations start being had, the family went into protection mode because they thought this is bigger than what we thought. They feel like even the hospital is involved with trying to take out Jamie Foxx. They feel like, especially when that story came out that he had already passed from People magazine, I think it's because that came from the hospital. Or a source at the hospital, because by all means and purposes, I don't know if Jamie Foxx has brain activity. I saw yesterday that he was being kept alive by the doctors or some type of machinery, probably. He's being kept breathing. But Jamie Foxx, as we know it, is long gone. And that part, I don't care what anybody says. But I do know that the family, they believe that he could be healed. And so they took him somewhere away from wherever he was, so that, you know, there it's just like, no, we will not accept what you guys are saying. The hospital is saying there's nothing else that can be done. You know, just go ahead, pull the plug, take him off life support, and be done with it. But the children are like, no, that's not true. You guys didn't even do everything that you could for him. And it seems as if the activity surrounding the people surrounding him has them thinking that something else is up and that he needs to be taken, protected. They had to move him. They had to take him somewhere else because they felt like he wasn't going to be able to recover wherever he was. Yeah, they said that there's nothing that they could do about it, but his daughters, his family, whoever is representing him at this moment, didn't want to hear that. They didn't want to accept that. And I think that they're keeping him alive because they still haven't been able to find what they're looking for. And I don't know what keeping him alive is going to do. I also think that Jamie Foxx decided to not be a part of something anymore. People change, people grow up, and from what I think I see in the cards, Jamie Foxx didn't want to be a part of the things that you need to do to sustain your success in Hollywood. I know that he was working on a project, and I heard that he had some investment projects going on. There is money involved in this situation. On both sides, though. Like his family has a concern about finances, and the people that are surrounding his energy also have a concern about finances and also finding things. Because Jamie Foxx apparently recorded a lot of the activities from his parties and his Hollywood functions that he hosted. I would say that he hosted or had the ability to co-host, because you can't just walk up into somebody else's party with cameras and stuff, but at your house, you know how to, surveil, set up surveillance in the house, and keep your receipts just in case you might need them. Temperance just fell out. And I feel like that came out because Jamie Foxx did this as an assurance. Yes, he participated, but yes, he also knew that the day would come where he would be flipped on. So he played the middle ground. He participated, but he also kept receipts. And I feel like I hear the word will, his will. I think there's something going on with his will. I don't know if it can be contested, or if he left receipts in his will about where to find tapes in case something happened to him. Okay. Is Jamie Foxx going to recover? Is Jamie Foxx going to make a full recovery? Is Jamie Foxx going to make a full recovery and be restored to his original state of being, his original health? Is Jamie Foxx going to make a full recovery? Is Jamie Foxx going to recover? I got a yes with this Ace of Swords, but because this there are definitely people around him who want him dead. Look on the bottom. These are people he worked with, or people working on him. Speak to me about the Ace of Swords in regards to Jamie Foxx's recovery. Page of Wands. If they say he is, they will say he has, but it will not be the original Jamie Foxx. here's these tapes again. They will find it. Because the Jamie Foxx that leaves the hospital will retrieve them for them. The word cloning has been brought up a lot lately in regards to Jamie Foxx on social media, and I wanted to stay away from that because I don't know a lot about the science behind cloning. However, I do believe that something can be placed in the spine, in the spinal column, to like an artificial consciousness. So it's not like they created a life-size Barbie version of Jamie Foxx that looks, feels, and, you know, like a robot version of Jamie Foxx. That's the cloning that we imagine in our mind based off of movies and things like that. But the technology is so much more advanced. It's like AI. It's like microchipping consciousness into people. So you can take someone who is brain dead, for instance, and this is just hypothetically, this is just how I'm trying to explain what I see and feel. You can take someone that's brain dead and on life support, and then you can implant something into their spine. And I see their spine specifically because this is on another subject, but Doja Cat's tattoo, the one she has on her spine now of that entity, I call it a demon, it's an entity, but I was scrolling Instagram and YouTube, and somebody made a video about it, and I was just scrolling, and then I saw like the headline that was talking about Doja Cat's new tattoo, and it showed a picture of it. And then as I saw the picture, what I heard in my mind is, I am the one who lives inside of her. I am the one who lives inside of her. That tattoo on Doja Cat's spine is a physical showcase of what was placed inside of her via her spine. Spiritually, an entity was placed inside of her, and it embedded itself into her spine. Our spine is considered the tree of life in our body. It supports every function in our body in some way, shape, or form due to our nervous system that's connected directly to our brain. Implanting entities, chips, and things into the spine distributes it throughout all of your nerves, all of your neurological functions. It literally becomes attached to your DNA and can override you, like a get out situation. So if you're brain dead, or if you are willing to take the back seat to another entity, then that's what I mean. That is what I believe happened to Jamie Foxx. So the original Jamie Foxx, the one that was born, you know, naturally, is no longer. But his consciousness, he will have a new consciousness, but not the one he started with. And this was done in secret. And I feel like only 1 or 2 people know that this took place. And I think his daughter is one of them. I think she said, do whatever you have to do to save my father. But I think that she was ill-advised. I think that they told her that this is a life-saving, it's the only thing that we could do to save him. And out of her emotion and pain, fear of loss, the loss of her father, she agreed. But in my spirit, they needed her to agree, but they weren't interested in it. It had less to do with saving his life and more to do with implanting something into him where they control his consciousness. And now he won't ever be able to escape them. If he... Why is this Five of Cups in reverse? Someone was definitely offered to... Ooh, this is Jamie. And I believe he's being observed now. The procedure is done. Now he is being observed in his new body, in his new function, to make sure that the results are okay. They can't afford to have a failure with him. He's getting a lot of... I imagine in my mind when I see the Five of Wands, because these are a lot of people, I think like a lot of doctors, scientists, PR, industry people, like they have him down like in this room, and then they can observe him through a window or something like that. That's what I see in my mind. And I get the word investors. This is some kind of new technology that I think that they're trying out. Oh, this is money on the bottom. This is new technology that I don't believe has been tried out before, or that often, or maybe with his type of circumstances. He's being treated like an experiment right now. And I think that his daughter was told to go along with it as an effort to save her dad, like it was all a good thing. But behind it, there was money involved. There was new technology. There was greed. There wasn't a care about his life. They needed a guinea pig, a celebrity guinea pig, because they need to make sure that this technology allows them to control him, even in, you know, his regular celebrity lifestyle. And if it does, then they will start putting this in a lot of celebrities, whether they agree to it or not. If you go in for a surgery for something, they will slip it in. I feel like Kanye had something similar, but whatever they did, it kept malfunctioning. They don't want another Kanye situation, because they have to constantly go back and tweak him. All right, final words on Jamie Foxx. Final words on Jamie Foxx. The Magician reversed. Seven of Cups in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. I still see something that was participated in those tapes. I see sadness from his family, grief, knowing that technically he died a long time ago. Technically, he did. When the brain dies, no matter what machines they're keeping you on to function, your consciousness is gone. I see a successful secret operation. I see lying to the family about some news. Or lying to the people. Actually, before I go, one more thing I want to look into, because I keep seeing her in my mind, his daughter. What is the energy surrounding Jamie Foxx's daughter, Corinne, I believe that's her name, his eldest daughter? What is the energy surrounding Corinne Foxx? I hear Corinne. What is the energy surrounding Corinne Foxx, Jamie Foxx's oldest daughter? What is the energy surrounding her at this moment? The Chariot. She is in charge. She is running the show at the Jamie Foxx camp. She has his bag. And I think that in her grief, she was ill-advised to allow them to experiment on him. Why is this Nine of Swords in reverse here? I got this yesterday when I asked about his condition. And she is the one who will not let she is the one who said, everything you can do to save my father, do it. And somebody came to her and said, hey, and this wasn't even a traditional doctor. This was like a business person, pharmaceutical person, a tech person, but someone who was able to advise her, but not medically. It was somebody who was medical adjacent, who advised her like, hey, we got something that can work to save your dad. But the goal behind it was to find a guinea pig, a high profile guinea pig for their experimentations and their investors, to show their investors that this product could work. And she listened to their advice not knowing that it just convoluted things, because now Jamie Foxx is in even more trouble than before, because now he is a product. Now he is owned by a company and its investors. She was just anxious to try anything after because they tried to kill him. Somebody he was involved with. Who is this? Either somebody he was involved with, or because of something he had done, like those tapes. And if they felt like Jamie Foxx was, like for instance, if he said, this is gonna be my last movie and then I'm out, y'all gave me a good run, I no longer want to participate in movies and things, I want to take my money and invest in something else a little safer, a little bit more in line with who I am now in life, as an older man who no longer has the energy to do this shit anymore. And they were like, oh no, you won't. Not with all the receipts that you took, you know, not with all of the things that we have done together. You just don't get to leave like that. All right, y'all. That's it. I'm out. This was fun. Bye.